Hello and welcome to the final race for our first Reach go-kart night. We don't have another one planned yet, but I mean after this night, low-key want to do it. These are pretty fun. And we're going to have a big difference in the style of the track for the last one, so we're going to have a bit of a throwback here with some OG start of it all, Eagle River Reach 2011, right? Is it 2011? It would have had to be 2011. Action here, unless Matt made it late. I want to say it was 2011, but I don't know. It's been too long. And this is like a reimagining of the track. The layout's still pretty close, because as far as I'm aware, I don't know if we have any like footage or pictures of it even or anything. If there is, I couldn't find it at the time, so I kind of just like went off my memory. And it's a little bit different in some ways, and like aesthetically it's a little bit different. Obviously we have some objects and MCC for Reach that didn't have back in the day, so it's going to look a little bit different. And some other weird things too, but yeah, it's still in the spirit of it. It's still pretty close. Like the actual layout itself is pretty accurate, and you can see like how different this is than the Halo 5 Eagle River that most of you guys are familiar with. So you can see how this one's a little bit different. But yeah, this is the start, and it'll be an interesting race. This track could see lots of lap traffic action. We could see more like multi-lap down action on this one. This is the shortest track in the night. We're going to do 60 laps on this one, 121 on the checkpoint. Lap times are very fast. We're going to get through like 4 laps a minute. You can hit a 12 is like super fast. 12 is possible, but difficult. 13 is going to be the average most people are running. And yeah, it's pretty cracked. So let's go through the starting order. It's going to be Armada, Kambi, Soul, Fireball, Luke, Real Deal, and Detail. Again, the battle for the overall going to be between Luke and Detail at this point. Luke's going to need 3 points to tie that one up, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Fireball going to do the nade duties for this one. We're going to do, again, 60 laps, 121 checkpoints at Eagle River. OG Eagle River, little surprise, like last-minute action for the last race of the night. And we're green at the first HRL track. Let's go through this first turn. Be setting up for the chicane. This is where the thing's going to get interesting on this first lap. Honestly, not that bad. A little bit of wall contact for everybody, but honestly, not that bad of a first lap. I expected worse.
Checkpoint reached.
Oh, can't be getting Armada there. Going into this last hairpin where everything stacks up. Fireball going for it on Detail there. Kambi leading him down.
Checkpoint reached.
Some more chicane contact. Armada running Luke wide. Soul go to the inside. Real Deal getting involved. Detail's still in last a few laps in. Interesting. Could make this race for the overall interesting, but I'm sure we'll see some cheeses here soon. I don't think it'll take long. Kambi, though, doing a great job leading these first few laps. We have a battle for position. Real Deal going for it on Soul. Oh! Contact for them. Contact for Armada and Luke up there as well. Armada going to fall back to third. What was that? I don't know what was going on with Fireball and Real Deal there. I don't know what that was all about, but they cheese. Soul gets into Armada there, or the wall maybe, or a little bit of both. Real Deal slams by him. Kambi still leading him down. Luke trying to catch up there in second. It's getting close. A little bit of wall contact. Armada's still holding on to the podium. Detail's now worked his way into fourth. And we're just ripping through these laps. Just absolutely ripping through these laps. Good line there for Luke, but you're not going to be able to make the pass. Oh, Armada going down. Big flip. That's unfortunate, man. He was honestly having a pretty solid run so far, but he's going to fall all the way back on that one. A little bit of column contact for both of them. They're both going to check up. Lead battle still going on. Detail could catch up another driver. Fireball goes down hard. And he's turned around, too. Oh! Armada hits him, and it actually kind of knocks him going the right way. That was interesting. And look at that. Our leaders are already back around. Oh, and a wide run for Luke that time. It's going to open up the door for Detail. Luke, that first turn outside pretty tight. Going to go down on that one. So recovers in front of Real Deal. Real Deal going to be fourth place. So Luke down to third. Detail second. Kambi still leading him. And Fireball getting lapped now. This might not be a good ending to his night here. Already at risk of going a lap down very early on this race. Detail, great run right there, and that's just going to be a nice Clean run for the lead. Can he complete it? Got to make it happen around the inside. Kambi with some contact on the wall. I can relate to that. that wall, it looks like there's a lot more room than you think in that first turn, and then it just comes up on you. It's actually super tight, especially when you're running close to somebody. And this track's definitely this is the most like go-kart track on the night, I would say. Oh, Fireball cheesing in front of the leaders. It's gonna bring Luke back into it. Everybody's gonna check up. Real Deal's gonna be back into it. Soul's not that far away, and that cheese from Fireball realistically like brings all these guys back into the race, back into the picture. Soul gonna get by Real Deal there. Oh, but not having the line for the chicane. Real Deal gonna take advantage of that. Soul not able to block in this race. Almost, this track almost as action-packed as an oval with how it's going so far. A little wall contact. Luke trying to protect the line on Kambi. Real Deal trying to protect it on Soul.
Lap complete.
Just absolute cracked action. Fireball really costing some time for detail here. This is going to bring Luke back into it. Oh, it's getting close. The lead battle might be back on soon. Real Deal trying to open it up for third place on Kambi. Oh, going for it, too. And right there, Detail's going to get around Fireball. It's a big pass. No! Some column cheese. Kambi going to go down behind Soul as well. Now Luke going to try to work his way by Fireball.
Checkpoint reached.
He's going to get by him. Real Deal going to be next up for that. Soul and Kambi, they've been... Kambi cheeses it on the hairpin. I was going to say, Soul and Kambi have been battling with each other all night. I don't know why, but they've just been in their own fight this entire night. Somehow they're working out to that again on the Eagle River closer.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
For a Reach Go-Kart night. Somebody just slammed something. I heard that. I think Armada had a slam there. We definitely we heard that one.
Checkpoint reached.
Detail lead him down for quite a while now. Probably a little over a third of the way through this race right now. And it's tricky. Like the track, this was one of those where it's like low-key tech. Like, you know, the first turn, got to make sure you set it up right. Especially if you're going like side by side with somebody, it can actually mess up the first turn. You actually see people make mistakes in the first turn more than you'd expect. And then the chicane, not the easiest chicane in the world, not the hardest, but also again like not the easiest. We're gonna see, well, we've already seen lots of mistakes in the chicane. And then what makes the chicane so difficult is it just it gets you all unstable for that last hairpin. So like the hairpin doesn't seem too difficult, but if you want that fast run through the chicane, you're gonna be super unstable, super loose going into it, and it can make it very easy for you to like run too hard into the hairpin. So it kind of like sets you up for that. So yeah, another track where like not like the hardest track in the world, but it's definitely a little more difficult than what you'd first think. There's some pretty easy ways to Armada with some great defense on Real Deal right there. But yeah, it's one of those where it's a little more difficult than what you'd see on the surface.
Checkpoint reached.
Oh, Armada just Armada making Real Deal's race hell right now, and bringing those guys back into it. Armada is making this one interesting here. Fireball coming back into it. Oh my God! Okay, not putting him in the wall, but giving him no room eventually. Oh my goodness, Armada going rogue in this last race. And now it's going to be a 3 wide. It's stacking up Real Deal, Soul, and Kambi all in a battle. Real Deal was super checked out, but Armada is the Spice Lord in this one, I guess. And making this one interesting. Now it's Real Deal, Soul, and Kambi all back into it for this podium spot. Fireball still a lap down. Oh, Armada cheeses, but it's going to put him right in front of Real Deal again. What does he do this time? Oh, he gets in the wall, but he gets in the wall right in front of Real Deal. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're all cheesing. They're all cheesing. What the hell? The leader's here now too. What is going on?
Checkpoint reached.
How the hell? The leaders are now here. Detail gonna work his way around Real Deal there. Absolute chaos and calamity. Oh no. Luke cheeses the chicane. That was an opportunity right there. But low key, still an opportunity because Detail still has to deal with like 5 lappers, so there's still plenty of time for Luke to make it back up. This is going to be hell for Detail to get by here.
Checkpoint reached.
Oh! Fireball going down. I thought he was going to reverse into Detail there, but not going to. And yeah, it's already getting pretty close. But again, that's the 1-2. Like, even the third place is at risk of going a lap down here. Like, the 1-2 is, like, super checked at this point. The lap cheese is, has made this race pretty weird. Oh, what is this? What is this? Gotta watch this back. What just happened here? Well, what I said about the lap cheese making the race interesting. Detail trying to get around Real Deal here. Gets checked up a little bit. Fireball comes in hot and absolutely sends him into the wall and then backs up in front of him too. And Luke's going to go into the lead off of that. What was that? That might have been worse than the Armada cheese, honestly. That was a pretty bad one. So it's going to spice up the race yet again. Detail got to go back to second now. And this is keeping all these guys away from getting put a lap down. Who the hell even is third at this point? I don't even know. Is it Soul? It's Soul. Soul is on podium position. Kambi fourth. Real Deal fifth right now. What is going on? Luke and Detail 1-2. They're trying to put Ramda another lap down. And again, they're behind Real Deal, Kambi, and Soul. And that's 3, 4, 5 that they're at risk of, like, going after for lap cheese. Let's go on board with Details. He tries to work this lead back. That just cheesed everything. Eventually gives Luke a chance now at taking the lead and the win back. Let's see. Details really smooth through that chicane into the hairpin. Not going to be able to do it that time. And they're not too far off of Real Deal and Kambi too, so whenever that comes into play, that can make things weird.
Checkpoint.
Looking for that exit speed.
Complete. Checkpoint reached.
Oh, but Luke with the bog that time. That's going to open it up for Detail. Not going to be able to make the move yet, but it's making it interesting. Kind of having a look in the first turn. Detail again, like similar to what we saw on that other track. Oh, it's getting close, but they're keeping it relatively clean for Eagle River. Definitely cleaner than what we saw in the lapped lapped battle. Side by side the first turn again. Detail's going to take the spot. See if we can hold on to it on this one. A little bit of wall contact. Luke diving deep into the hairpin, but not going to be able to find the bumper there.
Checkpoint reached.
I just got an idea, but we'll share it at the end of the race. Detail running it down again, and we're hitting the last quarter of the race here. About like 15 laps to go right now. Around 30 checkpoints, which again sounds like a lot. Not going to be a lot. That's not a lot. We're going to rip through these last few laps. This race will be over in no time. But we do still have this lap cheese action. And again, the leader's kind of separating a little bit for now, but Kambi looks like he's catching up to Soul. And if Kambi catches up to Soul and they start battling, Real Deal's right there. Like, and then again, like, then the leaders would probably catch up. Armada and Fireball are right here. They're going to catch up to that. Like, this race definitely still has potential to get weird. Looking at the track position right now, like, this could be an accordion effect where things... What the hell was that? Was that a... I don't think that was... What even was that? That was such a weird reaction from Fireball on that inside turn. I don't know how that happened. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Wow, that is unfortunate there for Soul. Super unfortunate for him to lose the podium spot in that way. I don't know what happened to Fireball there. That was such a weird reaction on that first rumble. But like I was saying, there could be some cheese. There could be a bit of an accordion effect off it, and it's kind of happening right now. I don't think this lead race is over. I don't think even like 3-4 is over. And Real Deal just not dealing with the lappers at this point. But yeah, I don't think any of this is over yet. And that's what makes, especially, I mean, it works with the Halo 5 one too, but especially this one, interesting. Is just that lap traffic action. And again, the seven drivers, not a huge count on the night, but for this track, probably a good thing. That being said, I would have liked to see how this track would have went with like 10 or 12. That would have been funny, but 7 to 8 might be perfect. Oh no, Real Deal cheeses in front of Detail, and it opens up the door for Luke again, with Detail going hard. Oh, having a little look at a little wall action, getting a little close there, but keeping it clean. But the lead battle, it just keeps bringing it back in, and we just keep having it. These guys cannot separate from each other. This lead battle's been going on all night, almost every race, and it's for the overall here at the end. Well, not necessarily. Detail would have to get past for third, so he's kind of chilling here. But still would be nice to get another Moto win on the year and on the night. And we're getting really, really, really close now. Only 4 laps remaining. Real Deal cheesing every once in a while. He's in front of Detail here, and that might open up the door for Luke to still make this one interesting. Detail going to try to get by him here, but he gets a little bit of a bog in the first turn. Doesn't get the entry that he's hoping for. Luke's going to gain some time off that. Oh, Real Deal cheeses it again, but it's such a perfect timing that Detail's going to get by him super clean. Actually works out in his favor there. But he still has Armada. Armada coming up in front of him, but Luke's got to get by Real Deal. Not able to do it here. Not getting any blue flag action from Real Deal, so right now this is looking good. There he gets it. Real Deal giving him that spot. And that might give us a chance. Armada does wreck in front of Detail, so Luke's going to come right to his bumper at the end, and that was actually the last lap. It went by so fast. My bad on the call, not calling the white flag. That was so fast, but that cheese made things kind of interesting at the very end, but he had enough of a gap. Holy hell. Kambi comes across third. Real Deal just gets it over Soul. 4-5 at the end, and Armada and Fireball got a few laps to go. And funnily enough, they're battling. Funnily enough, they're actually battling. Oh no! Opix comes onto the track spectating and cheeses Armada here. That's going to be unfortunate for this last place battle if that's going to decide the spot. But he's pulled in too early. He's pulled in too early. Fireball still has another lap to go. Armada slams by, and he's going to make it happen on the track and take the extra lap and pull it around for 120. Oh no. Oh no. Unfortunate. Yeah, my bad on the call. Those last few laps went by so freaking fast that I didn't even know it was there already. Just ripped the laps on this track. But yeah, that last cheese from Armada, it ended up being like closest thing to a photo finish that we've seen on the night. Yeah, definitely a cheese fest of a race, but pretty entertaining. One was pretty fun to watch. But yeah, at the end of the night, or at the end of the race, going to be Detail, Luke, and Kambi. Kambi working his way onto the podium, so getting his first podium. There we go. I was expecting that out of Kambi on the night. Took all the way to Eagle River, but got that dinosaur on the podium, so good for Kambi there. And they'll line up for the podium here in a few. I'll give the overall results while we wait for them. But yeah, pretty obvious who gets the #1 overall in the night. Detail with that close start, but then after that first race, really turning it on, and inspired by the top three, and running that the rest of those races, taking 3 wins in a row. Going to be 66 points. Luke taking second overall, 61 points that first race win, a couple seconds and a third. Real Deal hold on to third overall, 54. That second place really helped him out. Fireball, that last race, Fireball absolutely was in competition with Real Deal for that third overall, but that last race was just so unfortunate, so bad, and it really costed him. So Fireball's in that hunt, but that last race kind of did away with it. So yeah, so Real Deal 54, Fireball 51, and then yeah, like I said, Kambi and Soul battling all night. Really unfortunate how that last race played out for Soul, but it clutched up for Kambi. Kambi taking that spot by 1.48 to Soul's 47. That last race was huge for Kambi. As they're going at it all night. But yeah, 48-47, then Armada closing it out with 41. So yeah, pretty fun, different type of racing for us to experience here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed racing it. I think it was a pretty fun night to do. I think Armada even made it a good time, even though he was cheesing himself. But yeah, so we'll see if we can fit it on the schedule. Definitely, if we get some more tracks for it, could try to work these in, because these are pretty fun. But yeah, that was it for the Reach Go-Kart night. Get that shot of the podium there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see. Nothing planned for next Sunday. So it's Grand Finals week. Gonna be that Hog Grand Final coming up. But nothing planned for Sunday yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely thinking about lining something up for that. Something fun for that last slot. So we'll see. But yeah, see you guys for Hog Grand Finals on Friday. That should be pretty interesting. And congrats to Detail on the overall on the night.